Here it is. The ice has been made. This is the moment I have been waiting for. Here it comes. You see? So it just dropped the ice cubes from those metal things. And now it's going to scoop it in. There it is. That's how it makes ice. So it takes about 6 to 13 minutes per cycle, depending on the temperature of the room. And now it's refilling it. You hear that sound? That's the water refilling. And here are the fresh, beautiful ice cubes made by this ice maker. Super, super awesome, right? What an awesome machine. I'm just going to film this so you see it. Yeah, it's filling up with water and then it'll repeat. And it just keeps making ice until one, it's out of water, or two, this gets full. And in either case, it automatically shuts off. I really love that because it's completely automated. You don't have to worry about keeping up with it. It just all takes care of itself. Yeah, now it's starting the next cycle, and in another 6 to 13 minutes, it will make more ice cubes. Really, really awesome. Had it running for a little while, and it's made plenty of ice. Let me show you some of the ice cubes that it's made. They're like little bullet-shaped ice cubes. Really cool. Yeah, look at all this ice. Tons of ice. This makes lots of ice. And to use this, basically all you do is you can take this out, or you can leave it in, it doesn't really matter. And you put water in here. You see you have plenty of water in there. Then you put the basket back in. You close it, plug it into the wall. And the extension cord, by the way, is pretty long. It's a decent length. Then you just press on and select the size. As you see, I've already have it on large. And that's it, right? It makes ice. This will just keep making ice until it runs out of water or until it gets full of ice. The really cool thing about this is that it's completely automated. All you do is you press the button and then that's it. It's like a set it and forget it type machine. You don't really have to do anything, right? It just kind of takes care of itself. Whenever the ice gets full, whenever there's too much ice in here, this will light up and you'll know ice is full and the machine will shut off. Whenever you are out of water, the machine will shut off and it will say add water. So really it's all 100% automated, which I think makes this one really, really nice. The extension cord is fairly long. So depending on where you put this in your kitchen, you should have a long enough cord. I don't really need it to be that long, but this one in particular has a very long cord, which is really quite nice. Also, the design of this model is really narrow, so it's quite space saving. It's definitely not going to take up as much room as, say, a microwave or something like that. So if you have a smaller kitchen, this should go well in your kitchen. When it's done making ice and you're ready to take the ice out, all you do is you take this scooper, which comes with it, which is really nice, and you can just scoop out the ice. Another option is just to take out this entire thing and then put the ice in the freezer so that it stays cold. So it's really, really useful. It's nice to have ice. I recently had some company, and the water from my tap is fairly cold. And they said, hey, do you have any ice cubes? Because I want some ice cubes. And they just drink everything with ice, even, cold water. They want ice in their water. And so some people really, really like ice. So if you're one of those people, if you're an ice person, then this is pretty cool. And the fact that they're bullet-shaped cubes is also really cool, because if you get like one of those ice trays that you put in the freezer, the shapes are a little bit more boring. This is kind of fun. And again, this is the large size. You have two options. You have small and you have large. This is the vent, so this blows air out, and it's really not that warm. Sometimes it's a little bit warmer, but it's really not going to heat up your kitchen or anything like that. But that's where it vents. This is a complex machine. It is completely 100% automated. It's an automatic ice maker, which I think is awesome. Now you see it's really starting to work a little bit harder. It's releasing some heat, but not a lot. It's definitely not enough heat to heat up your kitchen. And I should emphasize that it's completely automated. Let me show you. So in this particular model, I don't know if you can see back in there. Yeah, I don't think you can. There it is. See those metal things back there? Each one of those things makes an ice cube. And basically, it just makes the water really, really cold. I don't know if you could really see it, but it's freezing up back there. And it freezes the water until it becomes ice. And then finally, when it makes the ice, it automatically, uses this to scoop it up. It takes about 6 to 13 minutes per ice cycle. And it depends heavily on, one, the selection, whether small or large, and 2, the temperature of the surrounding environment. Obviously, you're not going to want to put this in the sun or anything like that. You know, it's meant to be used indoors in your kitchen. But yeah, one thing you should definitely do when you get this ice maker is read all of the warnings and read all of the instructions, right? This is a very complicated machine. It has all kinds of, you know, things you're supposed to know about it, like, you know, warnings, things you shouldn't do with the ice maker, because this is a complex machine. I mean, it's an automatic ice maker, which is pretty impressive, right? It's a machine that takes water, freezes it, and then scoops it up for you and dumps it in this for you, which is really amazing. This ice maker has a drain plug here on the bottom, and basically you can just unplug it and water will come out. I'm gonna go ahead and do that now. There you see, I just pulled the plug out and water is pouring out. That's an easy way to eliminate excess water. And it's on the bottom, so you basically slide it over. You see, I just slid it over here on the kitchen counter to the sink, and then just you pull this thing here, you just pull it out, you see, and then it just pours out. There you see it pouring out. And yeah, it's a nice way. The other way to dump it is to tip the whole thing, but that's probably not a very good idea because, you know, all the ice will fall out. I guess you could take the ice out first and tip it, but I don't think it's the recommended way to do it. I think the drain plug is here for a reason. And yeah, let's just watch it drain. Yeah, really, really nice. So if you have excess water or if you just want to turn it off, you can always use the drain plug feature. And then you just plug it back up and you are good to go. There you see all the ice I've made with this ice maker by AGLUCKY. Really, really nice. Really cool. I think overall, this is a pretty good ice maker. It's automated. It makes great ice cubes. It's easy to use. Again, you just put water in here, put this back in, plug it in, hit the on button, select your ice, and then hit, you know, it'll just start working automatically, which is really, really nice. And then whenever it runs out of water, it'll automatically shut off. If it gets full of ice, it automatically shuts off. Then you just take your ice cubes and put them in the freezer and repeat. You know, make as much ice as you want. Really nice because you don't have to stand here and watch it and wait for it. So I think if you're looking for a space-saving, fully automated ice maker, this one is definitely one to consider. I hope this video has been helpful. Good luck.